Our powerhouse vet, Dr. Lisa, is occasionally called out to home and farm visits in between her busy schedule and tells us one of her famous stories on the way out to the farm.
We're on our way out now to see a whole variety of farm animals and our wonderful client Kat. I love going out to farms. One time I had these alpacas that I used to visit. Their names were Jimmy and Stuart, and I used to have to go and trim their hooves and give them general health checks. And alpacas, their biggest insult to you is to spit at you, which is kind of tricky. So I went into the paddock, cornered the boys, and managed to dodge their spitballs, then started to trim their hooves, but they got really fed up, and the final insult was just basically to sit down on the spot and illustrate to me that they're so unimpressed, which was a very handy opportunity to be able to trim their hooves without too much hassle.
Today, she's been called out to Katrina's farm, where a calf, sheep, horse and dog are all needing her help.
Hey Kat, how you doing? Good, how's it going?
Good. Picture.
Hey girl, that's not right.
I'm going deaf, so we
Oh,
don't hear much
sweetie.
anymore.
Dr. Lisa greets Kat and her dog, named Girl. At 16 years of age and having had a rough life, Girl has been under Kat's care for the last 2 years and is still thriving as a working dog. Now over to the horses, Tommy and Gypsy. Tommy is quite the stud, but at this time of year he becomes very stressed with all the mares around. Rightly so. An injection of vitamin B helps to keep him content and happy. Gypsy has been under the weather for a few days with a swollen face and a sore leg. With some treatment, she should start to feel better and be back to her normal self in a few days.
Okay, I reckon let's give her an anti-inflammatory just to help settle everything down and see how we go.
And keep on with the tablets or what?
The Traumeel.
Yeah, I've been
absolutely
doing those every day for
Good.
the last week.
Good,
now,
good.
so-
Yep. If it still hasn't settled by Friday, then we'll make a stronger combination.
This young calf has been scouring, has lost condition and has now developed some breathing issues. Dr. Lisa suspects an infection and prescribes some antibiotics to help him recover. Lily the sheep is a good old girl and a few weeks ago was looking poorly, but has improved after a course of some great nutritional supplements. Kat is concerned that she may have arthritis and wonders if there's more that can be done to help her.
Is her movement pretty stiff?
It's really like the front feet when she's walking. She's
Yeah.
actually crossing them over like that when
Oh,
she walks.
okay, cool. So let's just have a closer look up there. Sorry, girl.
Yeah. Look at them up.
Next, Dr. Lisa heads out to a Mokoroa for one more visit with Rebel, the miniature horse, and a family of animals who would be unlikely paddock mates. But this place goes to show that all species can live in harmony. Dr. Lisa uses the same method of treatment on Rebel, the miniature horse, that she used on Memphis, the dog, earlier. As you can see, our Rebel is loving this treatment. Dr. Lisa explains more about what she's doing for our Rebel friend.
So Rebel's had a sore back for a little while, and Tracy's been figuring out a number of ways to try and help him, some of which have made some difference, but he hasn't come altogether right. So part of what I've tried to do through my career is figure out how I can make a difference to animals where the usual tools just aren't doing a good enough job. And one of these therapies is called NIS, or the Neurological Integration System. And I use this, and it kind of looks a little bit flaky, but it's amazing. The animals respond beautifully, and the nice thing with animals is they don't really do the placebo effect, so we get some fabulous results.
This has been a busy day for our Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Lisa, but she's still smiling and soldiering on as always, doing her best to make a difference to the lives of animals. This is like old MacDonald's farm with every species you can imagine. Be sure to join us for next week's show. We catch up with a special dog called Buffy, the dog who cares for all the orphan kittens. We find out the amazing work of the Ark Wildlife team. Super Sue has a school visit, and what is in this box that has got these kids so excited?